What did we last do when we left off? Probably did a rot baiting, right? We had just managed our fleet as well. Large part. Orn needs to head up to North Point. Should not. Let's go do some Jade Helix. One of the two things we have left to do. One is like run House of Aro to try and get more unique items from it that are probably not going to be that useful. And then of course, Jade Helix. What if Bear did become a gate wizard? The storm would do a lot of damage. I like his stun though. Could be a good classroom to fill out though, just the same. The crowd control in this stun is just too powerful though. I don't know. I could give up Dunk and Fastball in favor of like ditching Lightning Imbue. And then he could have like he could be an Elementalist secondary. He needs to have that Dust Cloak, though. That is his bread and butter for getting around. Let's give it a shot, though. Also, I'm not quite done. I'll do one more battle on the Luminary, I think. I want to get that life skill. But I am pretty much done Luminary. Let's do the pre-fight buffing. A King Needle. And a Raylock. And 2 Gangles. Anything else looking dangerous out here? Oh, there's the Shellworm. Of course there's a Shellworm. Why wouldn't there be a Shellworm? Barrel go deal with the Raylock. Everyone else will deal with everything that's up here. Rupture doesn't do anything in that thing because reasons. Hmm. The shellworm represents a small problem in that it's a giant wall that I can't really put a wall around, right? What I could maybe do is, first of all, renew my shields. Myself. Remember that the heat ignores negate when it explodes, but, yeah, that I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here for a solution to this. What are you gonna do, Gangle? Explode yourself? You exploded yourself. You just negation. Maybe get a wall up now. I won't be able to use the heal to kill anyone, but maybe I can just at least keep the heal from killing us. Aegis yourself, Guido. That way it's freeze, hopefully it doesn't do as much. Nice, that's the shell arm dealt with. Yeah, he's good enough. Just barely. Well, he just isolated himself from us as long as we keep the small wall, because that flame sprayer is... It has destroyed almost all of the ice. That said, there is no distance that we can maintain. You really gotta hit it with like dots or just like the right amount of damage to almost kill it. You know it's probably gonna get exploded to death. That's fine. Someone's gotta get a little bit exploded every now and then. One more turn and it goes off. Oh, right, we can't put darkness on spaces that aren't actually, like, you know, flat, I guess that's the word. The spaces that aren't actually floored. Oh, fancy guard trigger. Can't reach the Jade Keystone. A guard trigger. Alright, that fight should give Bear some basic tools to work with. What are more levels of Gatekeeper even do for the spells? I've forgotten. Range makes sense. He doesn't need range though, because he's going to be getting right up close and just dropping it on people. Alright, 6. Two Raylocks. One of those damn armor-breaking birds. This is an interesting one that I haven't seen before. Bunch of switches to, like, block the enemy off entirely. Let's not look at the Raylocks immediately. Oh, it works similarly well with the switches. Just put in a wall. Not as well, obviously, because these switches are just straight up going to completely block that path. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Does that disable get past his Aegis? He has Aegis, correct? Looks like it did. What are you gonna do, Mr. Bird? You're gonna go all the way around? Got a shell worm in the way. Mega Freeze, okay, well... The disable either didn't trigger or something, but, where's the Raylock? He walked over the Raylock, it's right there. Interrupt that real quick. Refulgence is not going to be doing a whole lot here. He still has he just it didn't go off. Okay, I guess I'll Wise Bear. Oh, the barrier is blocking its view entirely. Fair enough. Shellworm's pretty well defended here. If they're not going to be farming the, so what arms are you talking about? This thing's stunned for a little bit, so I'm just going to finish off the Raylock. It's also stunned for a little while, but my bear can just leave it. Oh, ruptured. Egg. I can jump down because I'm not jump, but I don't want to do that right now. They can't get to us, we can just make as many of them as we want. Prominence 0 just like kills them too easily. I should have let it go sit still. That's fine. Nope, one of them made it up here somehow. We're at plus 11 strength on these things. Yeah, that might be enough. We'll see. by enough. I mean, that's Lord. Yeah, this is a weird one. It's never going to actually be enough, killing this many of them. Even if every single one of them dropped a keystone, it would not be enough. But, you know, maybe we stop after this next onslaught. That's what I've been doing. Not very well, because my heals are a little bit weak right now, but... I think I'd rather see if I can get some good, like, post-battle rewards. Sometimes there's tomes. Usually there's just garbage, but sometimes there's tomes. More XP for Bear. True. Oh, hey, O0. How you doing? You already know the answer, though. You get a revive trigger. There are some fancy triggers down here. Dan's is continually charging up his bow in case something goes horribly wrong and he needs to intervene. We have had them, like, reach the upper floor by splitting. Like that. You get back down there. Let's see, down the counter blender. Ooh. I was thinking we were just gonna keep gate onslaughting until it just naturally ended. Since they don't heal. Or anything like that. Watch them just wiggling. How the 11 doll sets is supposed to last, like, through their turn? Meat on the molar. None of them are eggs. They are all egg. Every one of them is egg, but none of them are eggs. Egg. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Yeah, we're getting near the end here. Alright. Next turn you'll do an onslaught and I'll probably clear a lot of this out. At least one guy that's gonna survive, but that's fine. "23 levels of bow steel." Definitely have the chance to do this again. You need to like control the numbers more. Instead of like spawning a million of them and then just letting it get out of control. It's like have one split into like two, and then like kill the one, then kill the extra, then that way they're not taking a million turns. Oh, this is ridiculous. I do love it. Wow. There's still that many, eh? A couple Wickman ones. Could have him do something. Nah, he's just gonna have light damage control. Whoops, the numbers are faster. Who would? Does he have Scottish now right now? I don't know that he does. That would be very good. That'd be much more rapid than I mean I think he has it leveled up on him. But I don't know if he has like the skill. He definitely doesn't have it equipped right now. I do my biotic grenade. Now, if I did let his boss run out, he could do all kinds of stuff. Like a piercing shot. That would do a lot less than this. You're talking about I'm not postponing this even longer. That was purely an accident, I swear. Yeah, we're slamming you down there. You're just gonna go slamming. You're going slamming. I'm just gonna drop heals down there. You're going slamming. You hit too hard. You hit too hard. You're not allowed to hit that hard. What are you doing? They can't split if you kill them instantaneously, Zero. What has so many debuffs? Sonic Sword. That is an option. Also just guard and ward. Maybe the scimitar speed. But no weapon in the other slot. I just stand here. Oh right, no, I need to anoint you. Oops. Let's get you healed up. I need to anoint you. Do it the other way around. We'll anoint you, but you're the scimitar speed. There, go help you out. There we go. I can jump down, but I can't get back up. There we go. As long as we keep guard up on you, you're good. Have to trade places with Guido. Hope you guys need some NP soon. Be right back, chat needs something. Bear just keeps getting his fatigue. That's fine. You know, well, warmth. You can go one turn without getting guard, right? Numbers are getting large. I think I'm gonna let you stick with your Aurora Sword for a moment. So many auroras. They don't even want to attack you because the auroras are so dangerous. It's pretty good. They're actually just kind of running scared from you right now. They're so very bright. Alright, we can end this. Take your speed sword back out. Let's consolidate all these keystones into a pile. Let's see what we end up with. How many did we farm up from this? 11 so far. "22 keystones. It's a good number of keystones. Hidden in these cracked rocks. Nope. One container. True. Got one right there. Actually, that's lifestone. That's coolant. Coolant. And we got an Essence Stone. Post-battle rewards can be good, and they can also be very meh. We do currently have 36 Jade Keystones because of that, though. Which is... that's a lot of Keystones. Right now has all the basic spells. Give them Realm Sense as well, because why not? Alright. Oh, I'm, like, just so little experience away from getting that extra life skill from Luminary. Ito. It's really imposing music, but it doesn't seem that spooky. I've seen scarier, being perfectly honest. 2 regular-ass Jade soldiers is kinda okay. The Raylock's probably the more annoying thing. Yeah, nice try, asshole. Nothing up there that I haven't seen before, right? There is a Keystone canister. I could do. Again, because I need to give myself my guard and my Aegis, or I'm gonna explode. What to make Jade King Needles? If it's nothing but King Needles, then that's easy. It's really when like the King Needles need to be dealt with, and there's like a bunch of other stuff that can be a problem, or that can mess with your control. Put up enough walls, the Needles can't do shit. But if you have things that keep you from putting up walls, and then like the Needles sneak in at the right moment, shit goes down, man. Mega Freeze. One second, phone. Boop, boop, boop. He's gonna do a Mega Freeze on his buddy. Aha! Is he immune to... Oh, he's immune to being pushed and pulled, so he can't be... Oh, that's neat. And you get zapped too. Zap. Like it's still just frozen over there. It fights against physical and magical attacks alike. New farm just dropped. Oh, you know, if he's stunned, he can't spawn things. Okay. That now is so pointless. Really need those auroras on him to do that damage. He's no longer stunned, so... New farm just dropped. Never gets stacked ever again. But it serves as a source of flies for us. This poor angel fly. Its existence is now just feeding us keystones by Oh no. It's too awful to say. Just farm it for its bitfly babies. One second, bring back cat. Maybe time to release it from its misery. How many dormitories? Quite probably. When was that from the Fly Alone? 16? I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. I can just do that to these poor flies. You have a bunch of, what, keystones in the entry of the Jade Helix? Oh, a key crystal, I see. Yeah. Yeah, yoy. Let's go back. Dormitories. We're on our way past the lightning. Let's continue on past the lightning. Jade Gate Cache. Equip this on your ship to increase max cargo by 24? Hot damn. Alright, the ice sigil. Let's get our iron ice ready. Underwhelming. 24 is lots, but it's no figurehead, that's for sure. Yeah, equipment slots, yeah. Let's go out on the dormitories. It's just a guy that's been trapped in here for who knows how long. Well, he found me. You gotta be pretty skilled to make it in here, if memory serves. In my case, it usually doesn't. Sorry, just a little easier. My name's Fugue. I used to be a hero, I think, but now I'm bound to the Jade Helix. I can lower the Jade Helix intensity for a cost. What brings you here? Helix is ready for the victory. They all go away, don't worry. Anything you unlock the Helix will remain. I'm not required to do good, that's all on you. At least I think that's right. I've been here so long, it's always easy to say. My few hours at the Helix levels, natural monsters disappear and the various enhancements normal monsters will be lessened. Until you emerge triumphant enough times to the level you're at previously. I'll have to trade you. Nope. Just wanted to see the price. Fugue is in a fugue state. Purpose of my function, I can't remember much beyond that. I'm pretty sure I was a hero. So, dormitories is something you should probably unlock sooner than later, as it offers you a significant service. Like, if you weren't busted, broken, OP strong like I currently am, or I guess I should just say Bear currently is, because the rest of the team's good. But it's really just Bear that is like, oh, well, if he gets a turn, he does not lose. Period. Boost evasion resistance gains strength from the Helix. Ooh. Right, offensive enchantments that grow and strength energy boost from the Helix and take effect and are reapplied at the start of the wearer's turn. Ooh. Evasion and resistance, you say? What's Guido got for his things right now? Let me give that to Guido. Let's see how he does. I like his overwhelming physical defense right now. Oops, that's not his box, it's my box still. I might see how the Jade pendant does. Spearman's Pelta. Lightweight shield that aids in spear combat. Huh. High-end shield spots Pelta dead, so it makes perfect use for long spears, javelins, most rather pursuits in combat. Just, you know, the old spear that does, or shield that does spear things. Refund Black Jade Shard. What? Disable attack versus Jaded and disable immunity. These are from what you're accustomed to fighting in the Helix. It has a healing and magical energy that can be channeled to defensive all offensive ends. Its disabling effects will only work on creatures spawned by the Jade Helix. Interesting. Plague Doctor Mask Protective Goggles and Mask prevent you from being blinded and poisoned. Become this mask contains a number of filtration devices and light triggers to help prevent and purge toxins. Goggles protect the eyes. Now you use a dark brimmed hat and a cane. I guess we can grab this defensive stat as well. I have way more laser than I have iron ice. But laser's the one that's used less frequently, I think. Magical defense increased. We've done all of the bottom of the Helix. There's obviously this whole path in here that we can fill out as we get more keystones, but obviously we're going to be going towards the various treasures. and rooms. Ice armor. Icy armor that chills or freezes nearby enemies when you are chilled or frozen. Huh. Okay, let's move towards the top right first, I guess. Though I do like defense as a stat. I'm leaning more towards the swords, really, is what it is, and I want to fits in that room. Three more things of Iron Ice. May need to visit the Cradle facility and see if we can get some Iron Ice from those keys that sometimes spawn. What do we got? Bloodweaver chitin. Okay. Armor symbols from various scale plates found on bloodweavers normally bloodweavers geographically when killed. Together enough chitin for a set of armor such as this likely took many months, cost many lives. The enzymes in the chitin provide immunity to the ailments bloodweavers inflict. Does that include like the crazy extra statuses one where they do like domino and all that stuff? Or is this just like poison itchy and other stuff? Because on one hand, that'd be very underwhelming. On the other, that'd be kind of strong. I do have 16 from the refunds. We're getting near to the end of the Helix, actually. I didn't think we had made that much progress, but here we are. The farm really helps. Oh, what the shit? A domino trigger? And just like a ton of bone dust. That's cute. I think that's the last chest. That's the last bit of loot. The rest is just stat ups. Domino trigger is potentially very potent. You need that trigger? The enemy needs to survive the first hit in application of Domino, doesn't it? Before you can use it to kill. Iron Ice. Any more things with Iron Ice? What am I doing? I can just go. Boop. Flail skill increase. Gun skill increase. So obviously there's a lot more to do in terms of just filling out the extra slots to make, because I'm pretty sure each socket that's filled out will increase the potency of things like this necklace. But we only need like another 10 or so keystones to get the last few sigils. What would we even put the domino trigger in? Your Aurora Magna has the frail trigger. I guess you could get rid of the frail trigger, but it's a good trigger. Also really depends on how long one domino actually lasts from the trigger. Domino tends to last a very short amount of time. Like, it could be a trap. Doesn't show as lasting any amount of time whatsoever. I'll have to see in combat. Alright, I got that extra point of life skill. I'm kind of done on Luminary. Luminary is not bad. Its abilities are a bit better than I thought they would be. Not as great as I'd hope they would be, but you know, it is what it is. Another bow of murder for Dan. Just give him a domino bow? Clearly he needs to shift using guns, and use 2 slide guns. One for domino, one for rupture. Have to relearn all of his stat ups. But no. Guns don't multi-shot as easily. Or just use, instead of the wind bow, a Volskarn bow. You'll have to get much closer, and you won't be able to far shot nearly as far, but he could just, like, absolutely debuff someone. Like, they move and they kill their friends. To target with empathy. Imagine burden. I will become the avatar. No, oh, caretaker or something. So adjacent allies who die grant them renewal at the end of their next turn. Renewal heals them and all adjacent allies who inflict this. Those heals can't be reused for 50 seconds. Can I renewal myself? And then just like covenanted? I think that's true. True. Around 7 damage to foes within 2 tiles, actual damage upon allies' life, and yikes, okay. Caretaker seems like it'd be really good if like you were dedicated to using it or building a team around it. Does it start and to end your turn? Okay, wow. I need to know the specific. It sounds to me like the renewal automatically dispels itself at the end of the turn. But maybe I'm not giving renewal enough credit here. I'm gonna try out the Caretaker. Yeah, Bear doesn't really need range. Use range on Gate, I suppose, if he ever really wants to just book it across the battlefield in a turn. Is a book for Pardon? Well, it's the end turn, but always spread surgeries now. I something next to you. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. In here, I mean, like, in the artifacts. Probably all the way over here, because I think it was off on its own, right? So good luck finding where I specifically ran into it. Host of anointed, deflect, thief, with marks soothing, contagious, multiplier. Dive, ripple, ricochet. The Gellfish. Malaise, Frail, Exorcism, Renewal. That's how I was interesting. This way renewal can propagate endlessly. The initial unit loses it. Okay, yep. Does what it says. Does what it sounds like, it does what it says. I wonder if being Dispel Immune would fuck with it in some weird way. We'll find out once I actually get it and start casting it. Needle, Storm Eyes, Blood Reaver. No Raylocks though. Oh no, there's a Raylock, never mind. He can't really get to us though, so I don't really need to look away from him necessarily this turn. We're fine. Heedle's kind of concerned, but we're fine. Prime the bomb. Domino for 13 seconds. This is what I was afraid of. It sounds good, but it's absolutely useless. Well, not absolutely useless, but it's pretty close. bomb's not quite ready to explode, but I'm still gonna prepare like a wall for a little bit. Part of the wall going up. That dive. If he detonates that bomb, he goes with it. That's not quite enough damage to kill it, if I'm correct. That's 52. It's very close. It's dangerously close. Actually, Danzu, I'm gonna have you take care of that thing. Bear's gonna come over and stun this thing, and we're gonna put up a wall right here, and then hopefully deal with everything that way, so... Uh-oh. Bear has to stun someone that... he currently has his Aegis, right? And his negate, he'll negate me, he'll explode himself. He's fine. Uh-oh, here comes the golem. And it has made the walling impossible. We'll see how this goes. He has no damage with his shields. That's true. Bear might get exploded. We might lose a lot of people here depending on how this Keto explodes itself. But the good news is... yeah, it's not gonna get much else. Farewell. Everyone dies. I tried to have Dan survive, it did not work. Also, his Aegis does not seem to have protected himself from the stun. Yikes. Yeah, Bear's Aegis does not protect from his stun. Oh, the Domino kills the Aurora because it's a ruin effect. I was wondering why you weren't getting any Auroras. Yeah, I'm gonna give you back the... Oddly enough, the frail trigger is not a ruin effect. Not only does the domino last too short a time, it also just, like, isn't super good. It's too short. If it was domino for like 100 seconds or even like 60, 30, that'd be usable. 32, you know? It's a little crap. I understand why it needs to be very short. You're meant to like work with the team. You inflict domino, then your teammate finishes enemy off on that turn and then creates the chain reaction. But for you, you and Dan are like the damage dealers that are upfront immediate damage dealers, so having domino on you doesn't make a ton of sense. Especially since Dan goes before you. So he'll always, like, be just short of being able to actually capitalize on that domino. Which, again, is a good argument for him having the domino. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine, you're fine. Dan's gonna get clobbered again, though. It's fine. He's fine. Just gonna cleanse you that debuff finally. Right, he's immune to being pushed and pulled because robot. This guy's not, though. Heavy duty golem, really, is the reason why he's being pushed and pulled. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and get rid of that domino trigger on you. It's just not working out. Another malaise trigger. It interferes with your auroras, and it's just not very good. I can grab renewal, rate. Oh, so renewal is something I have to apply in combat. I'm a little curious, but it's just the same. I think it's not going to be worth using, but I'm curious. Maybe I'm very wrong on that. golems, a Raylock, and a bunch of other stuff. They all walk into a bar. They didn't see it there. You gotta make it past that point. Yeah. And some encounters where like sticking together is just a really bad idea. Renewal. Go again, me. $210 of renewal, go. It does properly cleanse itself at the end of the turn. His renewal granted by thing downgraded to a renewal granted by... Oh, he stepped into his own renewal because of his passive. Oh, that's crazy. Renewal on a dancer remains indefinitely because they will always step into their own renewal. That's funny. That's actually kind of busted in its own way. If your dancers are tanky enough to be able to make use of that. Yes, hello, doggo. Would you like to get stunned? He walks into his own renewal. That's so good. He is just a perpetual renewal machine. He'll never be without renewal. That makes renewal kind of okay. And if you build a team of dancers around renewal, they will always have renewal. Just life and wind dancers. Call it a day. Mr. Raylock can go hang out in the stun pile. So you just use it, you actually get a turn. Then the stun actually run out? Because he's got that ward. Okay, fair enough. Limit is not back though. Oh, he doesn't get stunned because he's lightning based. It's lightning immune. That's why it's... Okay, never mind. I'm reading it wrong. Reading the whole situation wrong here. He's just immune to lightning. He's not getting stunned because he can't be stunned. Sorry about that, Limna. It will freeze you instead. We'll respect your weaknesses and your strengths. It's so crazy that his renewal never goes away. It's such a small thing, but like it still just amazes me. Anyway, what does high levels of this even do? I'm looking about that. Maybe it just heals some more. Not much for me to do here right now. Maybe I'll go back to being a thaumaturge. Fourteen, 14, 8, 9, 6. Well, he's not lightning immune, he's stun immune. There's a difference. It's gonna make this guy walk into his rupture. He walks into his own renewal. That's so funny. That is some order of operation shit right there. That's what it is. Wonder if salvation can be passed. Ooh. Can salvation be tossed around? It's like, if I can use my Chevalier Covenant to pass that around, that would be like 200 seconds of being unable to die. Which would be really, really silly. Tome of Spears! The stat-up book. Nice. That's the guy I wanted to look at. Though this guy is getting dangerously close to needing to buy a stat-up. Anyway, Guido. Two regular old needles. A Raylock. Some gaps we need to mind. Oh man, this looks not too bad. I've seen a J-Man many times before, right? Yeah. Nothing new here. Alright, Zero, we're gonna have to make sure that you do not get blown up here. Leg. How dare you hit him with the old poison. Let's put up a nice little wall. Good measure, really reinforce that wall. And walk all the way back to here. Chain reaction of beetles. They actually annihilated the wall. Increase the initial heal by 1. Oh, I see. Just increase the initial heal. Initial heal doesn't mean much. The renewal is kind of hilarious. that it spreads like that. But it's fine. Aegis, you're that blind. Very locked down. You sit in that Aurora and you think about what you've done. Stepping into your own renewal is silly. I may as well just finish this guy out. The Aurora would do some damage, but let's finish him. I bet you set up defensively, but I think what I'm going to do is whip out the old crazy sword here instead. You just maybe not stay in the Aurora. Maybe I shouldn't send you in the Aurora. Oops. turn oil swords can do a lot more work to these golems. A preserve trigger. There it is. Another preserve trigger. That's a nice prize. Usable in combat only. Shields an ally for 36. It cannot be myself. So I can't hand... Even if it was something that Chevalier could hand off, it's not something I can hand off. That's why you need 2 Chevalier. One to just bounce the buffs off of each other indefinitely. Because if everyone's like immune to dispel, you can just bounce it back and forth. You're literally invincible. Well, not invincible. They could theoretically stun you until you run out of the buff and then kill you, but that'd take a really, really long time, and I don't think there's anything that can do that. Wow, this room. I mean, that's the same friend. Several of the same friends. Why not look away from this? Really should have looked away. You lost your Aegis for nothing. That bird needs to go. armor breaking the sword. Oh no, there it goes again. Armor breaking Guido. Rude. Now you better explode yourself. What's Bear's current status? Hidden. He woke up from his sleep, which is good. He's doing a big lightning barrage, this guy. There's so many Auroras stacked up. 5 Auroras in that one tile. Jeez. Okay. And you little jerk, you never get to go again. Actually, he still gets to go. He was that close to getting his turn. I get to go first, or I get to go before you, so this is relatively fine. Not before you go right now, but when the Master Stroke happens, I go before you. So this is fine. I can walk over and give you the thing, and then you can move your... Yeah, this is fine. You just get some Delirious, I guess. They stun! The bear has to be invisible. Wait a minute, the amulet is 69? Evasion? What the shit? I didn't even realize it was getting 69 evasion. That's a lot of evasion. Oh, but they stunned him? Ah, they stunned him. This is fine. It'll not be a Jumping Bear this time. He's too powerful. You have Rupture, but I can just get rid of that with a Ameliorate. Oh, they do get hit by lightning. They are straight up just lightning imbued. Catman, no! Alright, freeze his ass. Revive Catman. I've let this thing wander around for far too long. It's gonna pounce on him and stun him? No, Fugito. Interesting. It stuns him even though he blocked. That's kind of wild. Not the first time I've seen it, but still. Every time I do see it, it's wild. Not again! He's fine, he's fine. He got better. Oh, the rupture would have killed him, but the renewal saved him. Or the end of turn movement heal. You, that dog probably, yep. It's fine, he got better. Sometimes you get really good prizes, and sometimes it's a fucking essence stone. Just how it goes. Well, you have renewal, applies at the start of your turn as well as at the end of your turn. That's interesting. Gain renewal and turn critical. It's affected allies with life enchant for at least 30 seconds, adding 4 extra damage. It's not terrible. Also, renewal also grants spirit renewal, restoring MP. Potentially. I just don't see this class offering me enough stuff that I necessarily want to max it out. I think I might have more fun if I just go back to being a thaumaturge. Throw out serendipities and hex rays. It has like every elemental skill under the sun that I can level up. Maybe a thaumaturge. The other option should just do like Druid. Can I Emerald myself? No, I can't Emerald myself, so there's no point in going Druid. Oh yeah, that's a good point. No, you're absolutely right. I need to remember to repair his armor before moving forward. I'm just trying to think of like what would be a good thing that I could add to my kit to pass another buff along, and I don't think there is much. I go back to Summoner. Summoner's fun, but like it's not good. It's fun. At this point, well, no, Summoner is good. It's not endgame bullshit good, right? Could add Anoint to the thing. But already we don't really need Anoint. I think my kit's fine. I think I do want to just beat Thaumaturge. Druid giving people Emerald could be good, but that's just unnecessary. Where's everyone with Empathy? Empathy is good. I think it's more dangerous to the player using multi-attacks than it is necessarily to the enemy, because enemies usually just do big singular hits. 33% of your current health is still a lot, but there aren't that many enemies that attack with like Frenzy. The Rotbane Vampire, yeah, the Rotbane Vampires would suffer from that pretty handily. One turn, then another. Well, Empathy is really the most dangerous because it is like percentage of your current HP, right? It's most dangerous if you make multiple attacks in one turn. If you do one attack one turn, one attack another turn, one attack another turn, one attack another turn, theoretically you will never die to Empathy. Theoretically. I think eventually it rounds up and you will die, but it's really dangerous if you make 4 attacks in one turn, you instantly die. I think even 3 instantly kills you. That's where it's dangerous. If you don't remember or recognize that you've got Empathy on you and you do a Frenzy, you die instantly. Biotic Grenade was a very nice tool to get. Cat needs something, I'll be right back. King Heedle, regular Heedle, Angel Fly, and Blood Reaver. No, and one of those bastards that put you to sleep, the Jade Anglers. This is where it gets dangerous. Because the Angler represents getting put to sleep and being unable to properly interact with the Heedle exploding. That's a small problem, you know? There's no way we can get in range to, like, hit anything that's over there. Which is kind of fine. Dan can hit this from here, though. Get that bomb going. We are going to want to, like, just wall off a bunch of stuff. Ooh, Bear gets a free turn immediately. Takes 10 turns for them to explode if they're doing it on their own. Son of a bitch. This guy needs to stop being a thing. Ooh, I nearly got Bear. Also, apparently it didn't hit the angler for some reason. Weird. Oh, the angler's just out of reach. Like hell he is. Dan, I have a mission for you. It's the usual mission that usually ends up with you dead, but... Here we go, Dan. They even opened up a path for you. How wonderful. Regular Needle goes. King Needle go. Where's the... Oh, Dan's probably gonna die. It's fine. He's fine. He's fine with a little death. It happens every now and then. You know? The petite death. The petite mort. You know, the thing. Ooh. It's a little death. Oh god. To dunk the king. You know, slam it, you could slam it. But we want it to explode because it's going to kill all of the things. I just need to not block Dan's retreat path. It's very tempting to do so, but I'm going to just avoid blocking his retreat path. Alright, that should detonate it. And he ducked into cover. What a genius. Beautiful. Beautiful. Complete field wipe. Except for this old jerk. He's been sitting in this. Aurora for a bit now. Now I just need to wait for the walls to disappear so they stop interrupting me. Every time I take a step. And they pulse with their dark energy. A key crystal. Eh. Mr. Sharpshooter could get a stat up. He doesn't need to get it immediately. He can go out another few floors before he has to, you know, devote himself to that. Guido could get more shield skill, but I might just focus on his life magic. Get more shield skill. Mr. Gatekeeper has maxed out the class other than, of course, getting the elite passive. I'm not sure about the class as a whole. I find that it's a neat idea, but I rely too heavily on him just stunning and CCing everything permanently. I think the concept is solid, it's just that it competes with something that's just way too strong. And it can't keep up. Night Magister has turned out to be like a very, very useful class. I think the weakest things in it are the Night Shield and the Nadir. Nadir, how do I say it? Marking. A Chimera. Ooh. A Jade Chimera. Instantly eating our Aegis. Oh boy. It's gonna break someone's armor. Son of a bitch. Oh, double turn. The armor break double turn. Poison won't last on him. It never does. I need to buff myself. I'll just throw my biotic grenade at the bird, I guess. Eh. I think Catman in the situation is who should probably go now. Hand out a nice rupture to this guy. He's gonna want to close the distance. one's very visible for presently. Another 28. The bird is too fast. It's gonna get to act. Or he can... Sorry, cat distracted me. What horrible things have happened? You've gotten death marked. Everyone's still alive, though, for the most part. For now. You are death marked. How to cleanse that? I think currently we don't. Guido could do it. You have to give up the Master Stroke to do it, though. I think we just let the death mark wear off. Oh, that's 16. You'll make it 16 units before it's an issue. Bird's fairly resistant to this magic. Oh well. It's okay, you'll definitely endure until... Oh god, they're gonna kill you. Hold! I can just kill it, alright. Problem solved. Oh god, he just slid into the Aurora. There we go. You're good. Exactly. What is our reward for this floor? A big gem. And sometimes you hit and sometimes you just miss. Moratorium. Raise those skills up. What could possibly compete with him? Those damn birds. Yeah, those damn birds and their armor breaking. What could possibly compete with channeled AoE stun? Channeled stun. Warmth and fire enchant. For a large amount of time. On a guy who likes to go invisible and get multiple turns. Like suffering and bomb upon your target for 102. I think ultimately Bear is just best as an elementalist. Having warmth to cast on himself could be useful too. Because when he goes into like overtime and he, he needs to keep channeling spells to maintain his MP, or you just have warmth and go, go, go. Oh, Mechanist can be fun when he goes into overtime. Just start popping down turrets. I hadn't considered the potency of it being when he's like just going into overtime. The potency is being someone that just summons. It could be a Batman or a summoner, but just turrets, walls. Might have Bear return to his roots from like the very first playthrough where he went Bombardier and Mechanist, and then just have him be a Mechanist for a bit. It could also be very helpful to be like a Minstrel, just for that extra move speed, to help him position faster and easier. He does have that maxed out. He wouldn't necessarily need to actually do Minstrel things, but he could, have the move speed. Mechanist also focuses on lightning and life skills. Set trap skills with mobility or raw magic power. All these things, except for portable wall, scale with raw magic power, as well as certain other things. You can be a very good Mechanist. We have 36 tokens. go fill out some of the grid. Dagger skill. Punching skill. Might actually run out of Iron Eyes. Probably not. I think these are the last things, right? Spear skill. The shield skill. Physical defense increased. Physical attack increased. We've activated every node except for like the main, except for the, you know, the traversal ones. Like how the dormitories, it's just a bed and a guy. All that's really left to do is to fill out the extra nodes that I don't really need to fill out. Here. That will... Here's another little area. We'll leave the central ones for last because there's a lot of them. Just trying to fill out the ones that I should have done but didn't necessarily do. So now it's just like this here, and it's a bit more than 11. Guido's necklace is going to give him a lot of dodge. A Raylock and an Angler and a Shellworm. But no heals or anything that makes the Angler and the Shellworm super dangerous. Or not the Shellworm, I meant the... Yeah, nothing that makes the Angler and the Raylock super dangerous. Serendipity. Shadow Orb. I'm helping. Probably should have healed myself. I don't have any of my big defenses, so it's gonna suck if I get hit. That runs risk of getting slapped a little. Oh, this doesn't though. You may get a little bit frozen, but we'll see. Poison, disabled, silenced, chilled, and decayed. Bear could stand in the Aurora and explode himself to cure you of that. Geo's magic resist is actually 100 because of that stupid necklace. That's so much. 85 from our investment in the Nexus or whatever. Greylock's getting Mega Frozen. Who else is getting Mega Frozen? Not that guy, because that guy's not a threat. Let's see if I can get Mega Frozen. Oh cool, he cleansed you and gets out of here. Serendipity. Life Orb. Ah, 2 tiles. Additionally, those cosmics which may gain guard and ward. Neat. Raylock is getting another turn. So that's the tile. Okay, good. Power Orb. Neat. I'm helping. Wind Orb. Oh, let's do one. This shit looks like we push one tile myself from silence. Neat. Sword's doing its darndest. I wonder how crazy strong those life shards are now. A chill trigger. Again, not every reward is a winner. I could start placing turrets. 57 damage. That's not bad. Medkits unfortunately only do actual direct healing. Port wall can be up to 6 tiles long. That's nice. You also just throw out conveyors in battle, and that can do all kinds of shenanigans. Invisible Man running around the battlefield just laying down bullshit machines. Be a good time. Also have time for one more battle. Ooh, this room again. And we can easily just keep everything away from us. I got the shift book, so maybe not that easily. But pretty easily. The 2 ray locks are going to be annoying, but... Let's try. There we go. All those little bastards are stuck down there now. I the whirl. Oh. The lightning orb, that fixed lightning chain, right? Yeah. He's been disabled. Nice try. He's practically impossible to hit now. $166. And then 109 magic resist. What even is that? What do you do about that? Turret. We're just gonna go around placing turrets. Get back here, you. What do you think you're doing? Serendipity. Blood orb. Lock one down. We got plenty of time. Another turret down for Bear. You better get out of the way of the turret. It's not necessarily a good setup. I'll completely admit that, but I enjoy it. Burn Norm, that's not a good one for me. It heals them. This is a case where Gatekeeper would have been actually a really great class. We could just throw out a gate spell. Also, they've done some good damage to me with that whirl. And stop letting them whirl me. The damn bird is still down there. Or they only have to line up in certain places. That bird, then you'll be able to do whatever you want down there. More or less. I mean, maybe without the Garden Ward, you'll be a little bit vulnerable to the Mr. Deathmark hit for 80 damage, but small detail. That was pretty sneaky. Use it else you can attack. Guido has all his accessory slots filled though. Problem with the Dart Belt is that it competes with all these bullshit relics I have at this in-game point. So this whole thing is just making sure the team keeps going and going and going. Oops, I hit the button twice. I didn't. Alrighty. Normally I'd clear out the floor and do all that stuff, but I need to go get some food. Very special dinner is waiting for me, and yeah, I need to go. So that's gonna be it for me for today. Thanks for watching hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good day when you're out. Which I would see you. Bye for now.